In comparison to previous protests, the Kenyan police largely managed to contain the riotous situation in the capital, Nairobi. Just like in June, Monday's demonstrations had no central organizers, with the mobilization being spread organically through social media platforms, particularly among younger Kenyans. The July 7th protests followed a tense moment of unrest in June when weekly demonstrations erupted after the death of 31-year-old blogger and teacher Albert Ojwang while in police custody. His death sparked outrage of renewed scrutiny of police conduct. Human rights groups have since accused authorities of using excessive force, arbitrary arrests, and intimidation to suppress dissent. However, this time, the police were more restrained in their confrontation with the youths by contrast. Several roads into the central business district were closed to the public, making access impossible. On the outskirts of Nairobi, in places like Kangemi, Nyahururu and Thika Road, several youths attempted to light bonfire and barricades in the middle of the roads. However, police effectively disrupted this with tear gas, and a few arrests were even made. Monday's protests were set to remember those who participated in a 1990 rally at Kamukunji on the outskirts of Nairobi by Raila Odinga and others. That rally, which President Daniel Arap Moi violently disrupted, was a key moment in the move that led to multi-party democracy in Kenya after years of one-party rule. At least 20 people were reportedly killed in that chaos. Apart from Nairobi, the rest of the country appeared to be calm. In some areas like Mombasa and Eldoret, there was initially tension, but the situation returned to normal and several commercial and private vehicles were seen moving. President Ruto is yet to comment on the state of the demonstration. Following the end of the protests, former Premier Raila Odinga held a media briefing in which he insisted that there was need for an urgent national dialogue to address Kenya's socio-political and economic crisis that has seen thousands troop to the streets in protest over recent months. Odinga holds that Kenyans are grappling in many of the same issues that sparked the 1990 demos, including economic hardships and human rights violations.
35 years later, the country is grappling with a new wave of unrest and political activism. The question we have to ask ourselves is, where do we go from here? Do we embrace chaos or a coming together of minds and the country? As a living architect of the events leading to the Sabasaba, I choose a coming together of minds and the country in the interest of the country. I long fought for its progress, stability, and prosperity. The most important struggle taking shape in our country today is the struggle for good governance, economic opportunity, and equality. The biggest challenge facing Kenya today and into the foreseeable future is how to expand economic opportunity and lift particularly young Kenyans out of poverty, exclusion, and unemployment.
Odinga was set to hold a rally in Nairobi's Kamukunji grounds today, but called it off amid a heavy police presence and roadblocks on major highways into the city. David Ijo, NTV Tonight.